Good. Yes. I'll take that. Gotcha. That's it. Oh, yeah. All right. That'll do. Like that. Nice. That's a keeper. Not bad. Nicely done. Check. Skipper. Sorry, Bravo. Why I'm here is classified. How was your sortie? Not all missions are about glory. Even the smallest assignment can help many in ways we don't immediately see. A plane can only fly as high as his team spirit. I heard you guys liked racing, so I'm dropping off these souvenirs. Each tells a story about racers from the circuit. Not usually, but there was this one time when Dusty got back from vacation, and boy was he rusty.
Time to clean some of that carbon off your turbine blades. Head over to the marker. I've mapped out a marked location for you. Check your GPS to find it. Now remember, when you're ready, head for the marker. Once you get to the marker, I'll give you your next training goal. Use your super boost to find the next objective. Fly through it, and you'll get a short burst of speed. Don't forget to find the super boosts. Can't give you the next objective till you do. All right, glad you're back in the zone. Now it's time to get serious. These will help you go faster if you collect enough of them. But be careful. You bump into a wall and you'll lose speed faster than you can blink. So fly straight. Go hunt down those speed meters and show me what you got. Don't forget to bag those speed meters. Let's see how fast you can really go. Now we test agility. Fly through each of the marked race gates. If you miss a gate, you'll lose your speed boost for a bit. So make sure you go through all of them. Nice work, Dusty. Head back home and we'll get ready for the next sortie.
That was only a warm-up, but racing's in Dusty's engine. Even when he's not in top shape, he still enjoys the ride.
Why don't you try airing out your wings, Dusty? I know it's been a while. Great. Keep up the good work, Dusty. Now I'd call that a job well done. You remember how to fly, don't you, Dusty? It's time to try out some stunts. I think you'll like this, kid. If you fly past a point and want to get back quickly, do a 180 turn. There you go. You're really getting the hang of this. One more to go, Dusty. Now that was easy, right? Time for the tougher stuff. Find the yellow marker and fly through it. Use your boost to go faster. Use it whenever you want. Remember to boost through those targets. You can't break them otherwise. If the light on your right wing is blinking, head to the right to find your objective. If the light on your left wing is blinking, head to the left to find your objective. If both wing lights are blinking, it means you should continue going straight ahead to find your objective. That's it. You got it. Great work, Dusty. You're done. Now we're going to practice landing. I know there's nothing to land on, but we need to check and see if your rudders are still working properly. Just pass through the rings to simulate a proper landing. The more rings you pass through, the more you'll stabilize, and the better landing you'll have. Try to fly through them all. That's it. Almost there. Done. You're ready to fly, Dusty.
I had something in mind that Dusty had never tried before.
Every good racer has to have a good eye. I hit a camera out there. Find it as fast as you can, and then head to the next rendezvous point. Dusty, I put wing points you can collect inside the race targets. Fly through the targets while boosting to break them and get the wing points inside. You'll need to break them all before I can give you the next objective. Now go snap some photos. You know the U-2 could take pics from 70,000 feet, but you're going to need to get a lot closer with this camera. I'll be scoring your results. Nice work on that last mission, Dusty. Now, it's time for a little secret Jolly Wrenches training in air-to-air combat. Grab the toroidal vortex cannon. The vortex cannon. It launches a strong burst of air. Retrieve the cannon, and I'll give you your next objective. You see the navigation strobes on your wings? Dottie adjusted them to help direct you to your next objective. The faster they strobe, the closer you are to finding it. Once you locate a target, knock it down with your vortex cannon. Well, what are you waiting for? Go for it.
You'll be going on some missions that aren't about racing. When you're out there, look for one of these rings, fly through it, and get the wing points. Dusty has talent, and he's a quick learner, too. Maybe, but nothing beats hard work and team spirit. That's right. Fly for truth. Yeah, their revelry can get pretty rowdy. In fact, the celebration after the Wings Around the Globe race was so crazy it blew out the power. With the power back on and plenty of fuel to go around, the party went on for hours. He was. Oh, that was all Bulldog's doing. That fellow's more into neat and tidy than any plane I've ever met. Bulldog heard this stop was on the route for the next Wings Around the Globe, and he decided it needed to be cleaned up. When the racers finally arrived, they'd just finished a leg through a pretty bad storm. So that desert oasis was a welcome sight. Well, let's not get carried away, sailor. It was the craziest thing. The events that occurred during that particular race had every plane out there sweating for survival. In the final leg of the race, all the planes, even Bulldog, had more to worry about than losing. They were dodging volcanic rocks raining down on them. It was the most intense race finale in the history of the rally. Well, racing's not all glamour and glory, boys. Even the top racers have to take the time to schmooze with their sponsors. In Bulldog's case, this meant providing a joyride for some of his wealthy sponsors in Dubai. So that's a peek behind the curtain of the racing game. Unfortunately, it is. Some bandit came along and dammed up the river. The farmers couldn't water their fields, and the whole county was drying up. So I put out a call to our favorite former crop duster. Good idea, Dust. The neighbors will appreciate it. There's a paint sprayer you can grab to paint those barns. I know crop dusting and painting barns might not sound mission critical, but helping others in need is what makes Dusty a true champion. Come in, Dusty. We have a situation developing in the village. The town square is reporting zero mobility. You gotta act fast. Those villagers are freezing out there. There are some pitties lost out in that snow. You better track 'em down, then signal for a rescue with the flare launcher. Good job, Dusty. You really warmed up a lot of folks out there today. I'll see what I can do. Dusty's working to find new sponsors. He almost lost his biggest one because of Ripslinger. After losing the Wings Around the Globe rally to Dusty, Ripslinger wanted some payback. And of course, Dusty won the challenge and got himself a new sponsor. Yeah, something like that. Good eye, Bravo. Dusty was headed for shelter when he got a radio call for help. Sure, every now and then, but this time, things really got blown out of proportion. If Dusty hadn't stuck around to help Pete recover his tractors, the D-Tornado fire would have been lost, and so would the whole town. By the looks of this snapshot of the Fleisenhauer, seems you fellas got a story to tell me. Catch me up, boys. How'd you help the Fleisenhauer? You sure you didn't embellish things a little in that retelling? Take a gander at this landscape, boys. Remember this? Roger that. No new flyer can join the Jolly Wrenches till they passed the ringer. You made the Jolly Wrenches proud. Really? How'd that happen? I caught wind of a recon mission you boys had that went all 6s and 8s on you. Care to fill me in? Seems straightforward enough. So what happened? That's the truth, but it sure made for a good story. He's a hero there because he'll do anything for his loyal fans. And since he's convinced that everyone is a loyal fan, El Chew often finds himself very busy helping everyone out. Different locale, different train, and a very different plane. That's a great shot of Prop Wash Junction. It sure has. We even get visits from international celebrities now, like El Chew. Of course, the last time he visited, the weather changed so fast, everybody got caught off guard. Not even a tornado can keep El Chew's spirits down. I would have never pegged you two as wrestling fans. You know it's all staged, right? These are before and after pictures of when Ripslinger tried to ruin the Diwali festival. Ripslinger sabotaged Ishani's favorite event, Diwali. Rip came through and blew all the colored sand decorations away. Oh, that's Ishani, flying faster than she ever flew before. She was, but Rip Slinger had spiked Ishani's fuel supply with his own illegal mixture. She couldn't stop. Turns out Ishani could more than handle herself at those speeds, and once again Rip Slinger's dirty tricks backfired on him. Every year, Ishani's hometown holds a Diwali festival race, but on this occasion, Rip Slinger tried to ruin Diwali by sabotaging the race and the festival. Turns out, Rip Slinger's buddies Ned and Zed had stolen Ishani's racing fuel and hidden it in a bunch of clay kumbha pots. If she wanted to compete in the Diwali festival race, she was going to need to smash all the kumbha pots to get her fuel back. So, thanks to Ishani, the crew was able to get to work and prepare for the Diwali festival race. Oh, well, there's a good story that goes with that. No one really knows, but we all suspected it was somebody a little green with envy. Right after this picture was taken, Prop Wash Junction was in for a whole heap of trouble, courtesy of one very disgruntled plane. That's right. Rip Slinger flew off, leaving nothing but a debris field of corn crops, billboard scraps, and a dammed-up river. Don't worry, Dusty came back and righted things, and as for Rip Slinger, he eventually got his comeuppance. You're right, Bravo. Dusty's no troublemaker. It was all a hoax orchestrated by Rip Slinger. Rip Slinger sent the pictures to the tabloids, which jumped on the story immediately. Once more, he'd caused a lot of trouble for Dusty. Don't worry, Rip Slinger eventually got what he deserved. Nothing gets past you boys. You're right, that's not Dusty, it's Rip Slinger. Rip Slinger disguised himself as our pal, with the intention of racing dirty. He wanted to turn the other professional racers against Dusty. Rip Slinger flew away scot-free. I'll get there, Echo. Maybe even next time. Rip Slinger was so angry when all his plans to ruin Dusty failed, he decided to wreck the entire course for the next Wings Around the Globe rally. Rip Slinger fled the scene. Okay, here's what happened. Welcome to Prop Wash Junction, boys. Glad you could join me. That we do. Command wants us to get these pitties in the air, give 'em a taste of what we go through up there. But they're all late for their first lesson. I better go pick 'em up. Don't want 'em getting any more lost than they already are. Bravo, I'll be using a magnet to pick up the pitties. Can you clue me in to where they are? Now, where did I leave that magnet? I better get the magnet now, before I forget. Got it. Now I can help those pitties. Oh, this old crankshaft is creaky today, but I better get going. Gotcha, little feller. Now to get you airborne. Enjoy the flight. Now remember, don't look down. Open your eyes. Houston, we have liftoff. Good job, fellas. I'm going to get you your flight certificates. You deserve it. En route to the diploma launcher now. I have the diploma launcher, boys. Now for delivery. Okay, I just need to give these pitties their due. They deserve their diplomas. Time to get started. There you go. Okay, guys, flying may be fun, but what goes up must come down. Time to put your wheels back on the ground. No such luck. Follow me in. Guess we better head back. Good eye, boys. That photo of the ringer was taken right before I joined the squadron. Heading into the target course now. Let's see how many of those babies I can break before the clock runs out. I gotta smash those targets. Time is running out. Fly through the targets and break 'em. Not a problem. Objective, check. Course complete. Looks like a rescue mission. I got this. Can't start the next challenge till I locate the flare shot. No way I can complete this mission without a flare shot. Gotta be one around here somewhere. Got it. Rescue simulation begins in T-3, 2, 1. Here I go. There are only a few signal flares to deliver. Better make it quick. Flare has been launched. The torch is in the air. Mission complete. All pitties are marked for rescue. Combat simulation is a go. I pick up the vortex cannon, then shoot the cardboard bogies out of the sky. If I don't find that vortex cannon, I'm never going to pass this simulation. I gotta get to that vortex cannon on the double. Vortex cannon is locked and loaded. Combat simulation is underway. Target distance evaluation complete. Those targets are going down. All right, that's all of them. I'm ready to move on to the next phase. That was the most fun I'd had in years. I was grinning for weeks after I finished. I was training recruits for the Jolly Wrenches, and somehow we ended up flying over China during the fireworks festival. Listen up, cadets. This ain't tire camp anymore. We're going to fly through this colorful firestorm. Keep cool, keep steady, and see how well you can fly. Your objective is to try and beat me. All right, let's get out of this rainbow rainstorm before we all get fried. Be careful out here, cadets. A fireworks bang will daze even the toughest plane. Keep heading through those checkpoints, and remember, you're trying to beat me. Attention, squadron, fly through this location. Mark that. Congratulations. We all made it through in one piece. Good work, Jolly Wrenches. You make me proud. Boys, you don't know how lucky you were. Oh, yeah, I remember this one. I was out on a sortie gathering data from a weather station in the Pacific when Mother Nature threw herself one honey of a fit. This storm is the worst I've seen in years. It's knocked out all the generators. Bet I can power 'em up with a lightning rod. Just need to use the storm to my advantage. That lightning rod's the only chance I've got for those generators. The faster I get to it, the better. Time to make a run for that lightning rod. Gotcha. They say you gotta be real lucky for lightning to strike twice in the same spot. Hope this rod changes that. Those charged-up clouds are about to cough up some electricity. Better get over there fast. No time to take a break now. Not a problem. What's a little live electricity, right? Ouch! Oh, now I know what that feels like. Gotta get to the generators. I need to release this charge. Ouch! Whew, this generator's up and operational. Guess it's back to the clouds for more electricity. Generator is up and running. Moving on to the next one. First stop, the clouds, for some more juice. Well, that's the last one. Power is back on at the weather station. Initiating data transfer now. Looks like the storm's taking a turn for the worse. Water spouts are popping up all over the place. I gotta take advantage of this to get some extra weather data from the eyes of those spouts. Whoa, that was not the kind of wash I was looking for. I gotta be more careful. I need to get to that shield, pronto. I gotta get the shield. These water tornadoes are way too strong to take on like this. Now I can retrieve that data from those water spouts. Don't think about it. Just fly into the middle of the spouts, get the data, and get out. The only place I'm going to get that data is at the center of those water tornadoes. Time to dive in. Data collected. Moving on to the next spout. Data received. Phew, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Control, I am on deck. Now let's get out of this twister before we end up in Kansas. I've always been proud to be a Jolly Wrench. This insignia gave me the courage to face a whole world of challenges. Volo pro veritas, son. I fly for truth, not vanity. Besides, I wouldn't want impressionable young recruits going out and getting hit by lightning just for the fun of Echo, take off that lightning rod right now. You got that right, son. Well, looks like I got a few more tales to tell you boys. Maybe this'll clear things up. You're right. But here's the part I left out earlier. In some ironic way, Ripslinger's plan succeeded. The plane that wasn't worthy of being a pro wasn't allowed to compete in the next race. Not at all. I'm always in for a little high-flying action. You know, I wrote the book on racing. I'll show you how it's done. I've got more experience in my flaps than you've got in your whole fuselage. Take a good look at what I do. You might learn a trick or two. It's good to be racing. Nothing beats the feel of the wind under your wings. I gotta admit, I'm impressed by you youngsters. You have some definite skills. Ah, yes, balloon popping. It's a pleasure to be flying with you, Dusty. Come on, Dusty, let's do this one as a team. We have our orders. Time to carry 'em out pronto. Keep going. You're doing fine. Just focus on the objectives. I wish we could do it more often. I'm ready when you are. Looking good. We'll have this mission complete in record time. It feels good to be back with the squadron. Uh-oh. Oh! Hey, what was that? Ow! Whoops! Oh, boy. Keep it together. No! Ow! Whoa! Watch it. Ooh, that smarts.